evening, Madam Chairwoman and Commissioners. I am Anne Marie Howarth from Middlesex County. I am a former RN of Cornerstone Behavioral Health Hospital, which you terminated. I remain the union president of Local 5112 until my duties are rectified and complete. I've come before you many times and continue to plead for resolution. You heard me speak out for the 4 professionals who joined our union asking for their 1% extra pay so that they would have as the same as the nurses on our contract, but you denied that. You heard me beg for the preservation of negotiations for our jobs while we were being lied to constantly for 8 months this past year, from January until the time that we got our layoff notices, but still denied. You heard me tell you what it was like when we worked for you during COVID, begged for monies and begged for the monies from the federal government that was given out to the healthcare workers confronted with the pain and the horrors of working during that time, but still denied. But I think that was around the same time that raises, bonuses, and stipends were given out. You heard me tell you about the leftover COVID-19 funds reported in the ledger, but still you heard me say how we worked for you and just wanted to be acknowledged during that time period, but still were denied. You heard me say how Burlington and Camden counties were filing for legislature to provide bonuses for certain essential healthcare workers during the vested period of COVID, and asked you, what about Union County? But still denied. Instead, we heard at that time that the county was being investigated for the extra bonuses and stipends over $400,000 to top officials as we at Cornerstone got our layoff notices. You heard me tell you how we complained about being wrongfully paid per our contracted for our holiday pay. Over and over again, I said it at the labor management meeting throughout this year, and previous presidents said that before. And it wasn't until we were laid off that $60,000 had to be paid out to us nurses per that contract. I am asking you to look at the 80 employees who you deemed are no longer essential workers for Union County, but they were essential workers during the time of crisis, to be given something to acknowledge that they mattered, that we mattered. 80 times $5,000 is $400,000, but you gave that to 3 people. Out of those 80, it was only 18 nurses, 37 institutional aides, 3 social workers, and 1 recreational therapist, 56 employees. Times $5,000 is $280,000. Times $4,000 is $224,000. Times $3,000 that I said that the other counties were giving to the people whose base pay was less than $100,000 is only $168,000. Significantly under half of the $400,000 that those 3 top officials got. All I'm saying is, what are we worth? We're no longer part of you. What are we worth? What were we worth during that time? That's all I'm saying. Don't we deserve acknowledgement for the job that we did? Thank you for your time.